Okay, my name is Spike Clark. I live in Wimbledon Park.
Guy, I'm 66 years old and I live in South London.
I'm 80 years old.
Hi, I'm Mara. I am 63 years old. I live in Chelsea, London.
My name is Anthony Ford. I live in Chelsea in central London and I'm 60 years old.
So my name is Mark. I'm 55 years old. I live in Wimbledon, southwest London, but I was born in Botswana.
So my name's Claire, I'm 51 and I live in Wimbledon, but I'm from Croydon.
My name is Kyron Julius. I'm from London, southwest Fulham. I'm 29 years old.
Hey, I'm Michael. I'm 27-year-old and I live in southeast London.
I'm Pritika and I'm 22 and I'm from southwest London.
Hey, my name is Shante. I'm 22 years old. I am Jamaican and Ghanaian, but I'm currently living in Fulham.
My name is Laura Barlix. I'm 22 years old and I live in southwest London, but I go to uni in Liverpool.
My name is Louis Jenkins. I live in Clapham and I'm 20 years old.
My name is Curtis Ray. I was born in Tuin and I'm 20 years old.
Hello, I'm Jack. I'm 20 and I'm from southwest London, but I go to uni in Reading.
My name is Sophia. I'm 20 years old and I currently live in Morden with my parents.
So my name is Patrick Urent. I'm 20 years old.
My name is Erica Ford. I am 19 years old and I live in central London.
Hi, my name's Maddie. I'm 19 years old and I currently live in southeast London with my family.
Hello, my name's John Cheever and I'm 16 years old and I live in southwest London.
I briefly wanted to be the next David Attenborough and produce wildlife documentaries, but that phase went kind of past quite quickly, so I guess after that an author.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be an actor.
When I was a child, I really wanted to be a vet.
I've always loved animals, so I always thought I'd like to be a vet.
Was a vet. I wanted to be an actress, and I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be on a chat show.
Was a presenter on TV and also a track athlete.
I wanted to be a professional footballer.
To be honest, what I wanted to be when I was a child was a footballer or something in media.
I wanted to be a footballer.
When I was young, I always wanted to work in the film business.
When I was young, I wanted to be an artist.
Farmer or a fisherman.
I wanted to be a pilot.
Time I was about 13 or 14, I wanted to be a writer. I'm a writer.
I am an actor.
Well, at the moment, I work in film sales and distribution.
I work in the film business, helping producers sell their movies internationally.
I am a film producer.
I study digital film.
Well, I'm still at uni studying English, so I guess the author thing is still on.
I am an actor and I'm also a personal trainer.
There was only so many places in the veterinary college and I wasn't good enough to take one.
I do criminology and history at uni.
I'm a journalist. I work for the BBC. I've been a journalist since, for the last 33 years.
Now I'm definitely more into music and singing.
Currently, I could call myself a freelance television researcher.
I'm retired, but I've cooked all my life, so now I cook for some charities.
Getting back stability, does that answer the question? So achieving everything I have currently.
Going to uni and staying at uni.
Using like a really, really hard year for me and turning it into something that could like possibly help other people in the form of a short film.
I kind of organised my own private gig for music, like for other artists and producers. And
probably in sixth form, I directed and produced a short film.
Building, I guess, the friendship that I have now and sort of the skills that I have now.
It's probably between starting my own strength and fitness company, it's K9 Athlete Camp, and writing, directing, producing and acting in my own short film.
My biggest achievement so far is probably getting my first acting job this year. That was a pretty insane moment, yeah.
Cooking dinners for one I remember especially was Edmund Hillary when they celebrated 50 years of climbing Everest. That's one. Kissinger in the 70s. Oh, Charlie Chaplin. Can't remember what he had.
My biggest achievement is probably my family.
Oh, having my daughter. Being married to my husband for 20 years.
My biggest achievement is my children, all three. I love them. They're the best thing I've ever done.
Getting married, meeting my wife Claire, getting married and having children, definitely.
I think I'd better say raising 3 children.
The most pivotal moment was when I was in college and I got an internship at the local public television station. And I think that really changed the course of my direction because I loved the behind the scenes in filmmaking and television production.
A pivotal moment in my life was when I went to see a movie called Unbreakable, which was about a family friend of mine who was the first blind man to the North Pole, and he did an expedition there, and then he, on the journey back, broke his spine and was paralysed from the waist down. And that made me want to go into biorobotics to help find solutions to disabilities and paralysis.
Moving to London. I moved to London when I was 15 and that was, to me it was a massive change, like the culture difference, and I lived in India for like 15 years.
I came back to England for the second time when I was 12. So after spending 2 years in Jamaica and coming back and deciding that I wasn't going to waste the opportunity.
When my parents took me on a tour of Pinewood Studios when I was about 14, and I was always been interested in film, and that's where I wanted to work. And luckily, I managed to get there, work there when I was about 21, 22.
Well, there were quite a few. Well, my pivotal would be marrying my wife, Marion.
Alright, pivotal moment in my life, 3 years ago, when I decided to live my life for God and Jesus, with nothing held back.
Well, I left home when I was 18 or 19 and spent a year washing up in France, which was, I think I'd come from a very sort of safe, protected background, and that sort of showed me what real life was like a little bit.
A pivotal moment in my life was probably when I realised that I can take pride in being precisely myself.
So a pivotal moment in my life was just before I started secondary school. I would say there was a lot of events that happened that sort of changed the way that things sort of worked for me and my family.
Well, it's an interesting question. I know one shouldn't say, but I think I might be 6 feet under.
I might be dead. I hope I won't. I hope I'll still be writing.
Hopefully still in London. I'd like to aim to own a house or a flat and just be quite settled in my career and financially stable.
I'm not entirely sure where I'll be. I hope I'll have a stable job, living with some friends maybe.
In 10 years. Hopefully a good job, making a decent amount of money, living with my girlfriend and enjoying life.
Hopefully in 10 years I will have found a career that I actually genuinely love and want to do, and hopefully in 10 years as well I will have a family.
Working in an architecture firm and working in a university side by side, but by 10 years I would have traveled the world, yeah.
In 10 years' time, I should be 37. In 10 years' time, I should be top of my game in my field or owning my own company and, yeah, smashing it in that field.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I think I'm going to be hopefully pretty successful, hopefully helping some people.
Life's very unpredictable, so I could not tell you where I'm going to be in 10 years' time. all I'd hope is that I'm still with my beautiful girlfriend and I'm financially stable and I'm happy. That's all I want.
Oh, I like most about myself.
I guess.
What do I like most about myself?
I haven't really thought about it.
I like my dog very much.
What do I like most about myself?
I'm not sure of that one.
Can I say everything? I like everything about myself. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot that I like about myself.
I reckon I'm pretty funny. Pretty good looking guy, all round top man.
I like most about myself that I am very kind.
I always strive to be better than what I was yesterday.
I'd say that I'm a good friend, and that is something that I would say I like about myself most, yeah.
I think I'm kind of quite friendly.
I seem to get on with most people.
I like most about myself that I am an extrovert and I can talk to just about anyone.
My brain and the way I see things. I like my ability to see things from different perspectives.
And I like being able to talk to my children. I think I can talk to my children and that makes me happy.
I think I'm proud that I'm an honest, good person.
Something that I wish I could improve about myself is probably my work ethic. I can be a bit lazy sometimes.
Ooh, my work ethic. I wish I could put my mind to a task and then follow through and, do it.
My drive. I wish I had more energy.
My ability to understand other people better.
I guess try to help others with how they feel.
Not be anxious and not overthink.
My confidence and how I deal with anxiety.
I would really like to improve my confidence.
My confidence in myself. I think that stemmed from when I was younger and school. You were always thinking about who you were and what you were doing. And I think the one thing I could change about myself is just making sure that I have confidence in myself and that I'm okay. Yeah.
More self-confidence, I think.
To stop thinking negatively all the time.
I really don't know. Maybe I overreact sometimes. Maybe I don't know like how I come across to some people and they go, God, that was you were fierce. And I said, was I?
To be more patient and to give myself more me time.
Well, I think I'd like to be a bit fitter.
When it comes to people's impact on me as an individual, a lot of people have teachers who influence them, turn their lives around, and I always regretted that I never had an influence when I was younger.
Ooh, can I say two? Can I say my parents? Yeah, my parents. They gave birth to me. That helped. But also they stand by me no matter what, and that is amazing.
The influence came actually much later in life when I was in my early 40s. And I met an older TV director who really inspired me and coached me how to write screenplays, and also how to be a dad.
My wife has had the biggest impact on my life, and me.
It's between my dad and my mother.
I think all of my grandparents, because they were very family orientated, and as a result we have a really tight-knit and close family.
Before that, when I was young, there was a headmaster who sort of took me aside and made me really love English. He was a man who you would go into his study and he'd be lying in his vest under the table. He'd give you sherry at 11 in the morning from glasses that hadn't been washed for 20 years.
gosh, I would say my mother for sure. She was an artist and very independent, didn't really, even after having 7 children, didn't let anyone else take second stage to her craft and her ability to want to learn more about her craft, even us.
But he did have a genuine enthusiasm for literature, which he communicated to me.
I'd say my husband Mark, he's my best friend, he's a solid man, and he's always there for me.
Claire, my wife, I think, yeah, definitely, absolutely, without a doubt.
It's either between my dad or my best friend.
My twin brother had a very big impact on my life because, I don't know, when I was younger I thought he was really cool. Now I think I'm about as cool as him.
I say my best friend. He taught me empathy and kindness and having a cool and level mind, and that's helped me achieve loads of stuff, like know how to panic in situations and stuff like that. Honourable shout out to my dad in terms of just work drive. He just works relentlessly, so yeah.
The person who has the biggest impact on my life is probably my mum's friend Lena. When I was younger, I used to be very creative, and she used to listen to all my stories that I used to say, and that really boosted, I guess, my ego when I was younger.
The person that's had the biggest impact on my life would probably be my father, because I've witnessed firsthand how hard he works. I don't think I would, because I'm happy with how my life is right now.
I don't think I would.
No, definitely not.
Absolutely not. I think the best way to be is to always move forward.
Yeah, I almost definitely would. I'd get rich fast, man. Bet on that Leicester game. Unless they're winning the league, I'd be living large.
Yeah, definitely. To about, hang on, what's the time? Like, post GCSE summer, and then live the rest of my life from there. Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah, why not? I'd be a rich man. I'd be famous. Bitcoin, easy.
You know, I think I would have definitely tried to persevere with the veterinary medicine, but I didn't, and I'm still a very happy chap.
I'd probably tell myself that you don't have to be too nice to people, that sometimes some people just aren't good people, and that is true.
Yes, I would like to go back with the knowledge I have now, because I think I would have avoided a lot of shit if I knew what I know now. So yeah, I would want to.
There's a few things that I kind of still hold on my shoulder that, you know, you can't change the past, but if you would you?
I would, because there are certain things I did in my life that was just really stupid that I could have avoided.
I would definitely go back in time, and I would kick ass.
Always trust your gut.
Live the path you want to live.
I'd tell my younger self probably to worry less.
Don't get caught on the idea that you're smart, because when people tell you you're smart, you get lazy.
Is be patient.
Advice I would give to my younger self is maybe listen to my parents a little bit more. Just because when I was younger, I sort of felt that they were just they were trying to dictate my life. But actually, they were just giving me pretty good advice that I ignored all of it.
You shouldn't rely on other people so much, because it's sort of an impossible thing to do.
I didn't really study very hard, so first 30 years of my life was a bit of a, not lost, but really never settled down till I was about 30.
Grown-ups aren't always right, and don't always respect your elders, because they're very often wrong.
I wouldn't give any advice to my younger self, because my younger self wouldn't listen, I don't think.
Relax, take your time. It's like a really, really long way, not in a bad way, But let things happen to you, use things as experience. Some things are bad, some things are good, but even the bad things are useful in a way, even though they might be kind of difficult at the time.
Be kinder to yourself and calm down a bit.
Stop following the crowds and stop trying to fit in and stop trying to do things just to make yourself seem cool.
Just be really kind to yourself, believe in yourself, and do what you want.
My name is Sarah Barlix, I'm 19 years old and I made this film.